You know what? While we're talking on the subject of music, what is your favorite music to listen to?
Like band or genre?
Well, everything.
Everything? Oh, okay. Favorite band? Coldplay. Coldplay for sure.
Coldplay. I like Coldplay. Maybe not my favorite band, but I could see why it is yours because they just come up with great songs.
Yeah, Coldplay. Jake really introduced me to Coldplay. He moved to my town in middle school. Jake, we talked about him earlier. He's one of my co-commentators, and he introduced me to Coldplay. You know, with Viva La Vida, one of their you know hits, and they grew on me so much that I'm probably a bigger Coldplay fan than him, but he might fight me on that. So I don't know. They're upbeat and they're chill at the same time. You get what I'm saying? It's just perfect combo of alternative music. It's just really good. Coldplay, I love them.
That
They're my favorite.
well, actually, the name Coldplay kind of just says it all. They
Yes,
can be cool, but they could also be chill.
yeah, they can be cool, and then when they want to play around, they can. They get the best of both worlds with Coldplay. But I also like I like '80s music a lot and classic music. Guns N' Roses. I
Welcome
like
to the
that
jungle.
too. Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle. It's good stuff. I
Like,
like.
yeah, that I like that. 80s. I remember the Wedding Singer and the soundtrack as well. But my favorite song from that movie would have to be True.
Okay.
Oh, uh, okay. There, we go. That was kind of an awkward pause there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it's
Oh,
okay. We're cool. We're cool.
yeah.
We're just talking about music.
Wait, did your thing give out on you, or what happened there?
I don't really know, but we're still good. You can hear me, so I
Yeah, I
think
can
we're
hear
good.
you. Okay, I said true.
I don't know if I exactly know what song that is.
Maybe you might if I sing a little bit. Like, I know this much is true.
Oh, I think I know where. Yeah, I think I've heard it before.
It's from the Wedding Singer,
Okay.
but still, or you spin me right round, baby, right round.
Oh, yeah, that's another classic. There's I just like the thing with the '80s. They use a lot of synthesizers in their music, and I really like that. It just kind of has this sound that you can't just. People don't use it very much today, and it's just really good. '80s beat. It's just got that '80s vibe.
Yeah, and I mean the one among the songs that they have, like, of course you have Michael Jackson. I mean, come on,
Oh,
Michael Jackson.
he's my favorite solo artist ever, probably.
I mean, in fact, a lot of people like Michael Jackson, uh, and let's see, anyone else? I think what's his name? Weird Al back in the '80s.
No, Weird Al. Yeah.
Especially, I think my favorite song from the '80s from Weird Al would have to be "I Lost on Jeopardy."
Okay. All right.
Speaking of Weird Al, I don't know if you listen to him or do you?
Not really. I've heard him before, but
That's understandable. Let's see. I think that's about it for music. Although, I mean, I can go on and on about music, but
oh yeah, we could probably talk for hours about it. But that's probably my basic favorite stuff. Coldplay, Guns N' Roses. It's Michael Jackson. Throw in some of the new stuff. It's I don't know. I'm just kind of all over the place. I'm just not into heavy metal. That's probably the biggest thing I'm not into.
that's kind of funny you mentioned heavy metal because that's what my good friend from a couple of interviews ago, Moogle Master,
Okay.
he says he's into that stuff. Though he's also into like classic stuff, like maybe Led Zeppelin among other things.
Oh yeah, Led Zeppelin is good. I like Led Zeppelin. I don't know. There's some of it. There's just some that I just think, okay, I can't quite handle this because it's a bit too loud for me. But everyone has their own tastes, and I'm always willing to try something new when it comes to music.
Well, same here. I think I forgot what this. Oh yeah, Moogle Master. He shared me with he shared me some music from what he listens to, and I'm always willing to share some music every now and then too.
Oh yeah.
Not just him, but you or whoever else wants it. But let's see, other stuff we can talk about besides music. Uh, you know what? Do you have any questions for me?
Sure. What's your social security number? And no, I'm just kidding. um, probably, probably. I just have to throw a weird one at you to see how you'd react to that.
Oh
No,
my god, my
just
mouth was open and everything.
yeah, no, I don't want your social security number. That's a joke, obviously. But I don't know. What's your favorite movie? Um, Stuff
Well,
like that. I like
oh,
knowing that kind of thing.
okay. Well, oh well, I guess it just depends. Like when in my life. I mean, let's see. When I was like the first 5 years, like I think I started watching movies when I was like 3 or 4 years old. But during those first 5 years, it used to be like Disney movies, like all the way up to probably the Lion King. Like during those
Mm,
first 5 years, that there's Bambi, there's Snow White,
all those good ones, those classics.
yeah, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. In the Beast is one of my absolute favorites.
That's a good movie.
And oh my god, I'm trying to think of other ones. Probably all the Mickey Mouse assorted ones,
Oh yeah,
like the classic cartoons.
yeah. Mickey Mouse classics. There's Disney has a lot of good classic stuff for sure.
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse is one of the most recognizable figures like of all time. So they're good for sure.
woohoo!
Oh, Mickey.
Oh, let's see. I mean, there's also Looney Tunes. You can't forget about them.
Oh yeah, Looney. Oh yeah, I remember Looney Tunes. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, back in the day. Oh man, there's a lot of good stuff from childhood. I mean,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
like,
definitely. I mean, I mean, we can go on and on about that. And then, as for later in my life, I started watching movies like The Waterboy,
oh yeah,
which I know it's not a very good film to watch when you're young, but we didn't. And then there's also The Wedding Singer, which still remains one of my favorites to this time.
I should probably check that one out. We've talked about that a few times in this, so
Definitely. And then, all right, then and then later on, as we get into the 2000s, we have Shrek, or actually the Shrek trilogy.
Shrek. Yeah.
I mean, I thought, well, the first two movies were my absolute favorites. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, I remember watching the first couple Shreks. I don't even know if I've seen the third Shrek, but I've seen the first two.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the first one because without the first, you wouldn't have the whole kit and caboodle. But
Exactly.
it's a classic, though. The second one is just a little bit more funnier than the first, but still, I loved it for what it was.
Yes.
And then let's see, and then probably after that, I stopped watching movies altogether for the most part because it's like there's just not that charm that you get when you go to the movies or when you went to the movies during those times when you were a kid. I mean, maybe you can get it, but I don't get it anymore.
Yeah. I do. It's this. Okay, this might be weird. I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan or not.
Wait, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Did you say Star Wars?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't really a big fan of the prequel, but the original trilogy, I loved it.
Yes, yes. Have you seen the new one?
I have not yet, so
Okay.
if don't spoil it to me, please.
All right, all right, all right.
The only thing I do know is that Han Solo or Harrison Ford's character made a few appearances throughout the movie, but
Yeah, yeah.
he's not the main star. That's the only thing I know.
Okay. I'm gonna elaborate a little bit here. Okay, with the Star Wars. Okay, I had never. Okay, my friend Holden. I've been friends with him since third grade,
Yes.
and he's a huge Star Wars fan. And my friend Jake, who I've been friends with since seventh grade, he's a huge Star Wars fan. But I had never sat through a Star Wars movie with them before. Heck, I'd never even watched one until I watched The Force Awakens in the theater. That's kind
Really?
of sad. Yeah. I'm like, why haven't I sat and watched with my friends Star Wars? And then I got opened up to Star Wars and I realized I really, really like it. I haven't seen the prequels, but I've seen the original trilogy and The Force Awakens, and they are really, really good. So check out The Force Awakens. Jew, do it. Do it.
I will. Cheap plug, I know.
It's really good. That's what got me into Star Wars, that movie. So it's really good. I can't believe I've spent all these years not knowing Star Wars. It's sad, but if you're not a Star Wars fan, not you personally, but anyone watching, uh, if you haven't tried it and you're just saying, "Oh, I don't want to watch it," you should definitely try it because it's definitely classic movies that are gonna hold up probably forever. So
Yes, definitely. I mean, I've been to a few showings. Like I've seen it on TV, but there's nothing like going to the theater. Like I've seen the theatrical showings of the original trilogy.
mm,
Like, but I mean, my favorite out of the three in the original trilogy would have to be Episode 6. Though episodes 4 and 5 are really good. I'm not going to discount that, but 6 was the best for me, and it ended the original trilogy on a high note for me. And it's like you go into the movie, and then the music plays, and then after a little bit, everyone is just standing up and cheering.
yeah, with the Force Awakens, yeah, the theater was packed when I went, and at the end of the movie, people got up and clapped, and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen this probably ever. So it was kind of a big deal for me to feel that in a movie theater. They were pretty excited about it. I don't know, other good movies I like. My favorite movie probably ever in terms of motivation is Rocky, the original Rocky movie with Sylvester Stallone. Um, Definitely love it.
Wait, the first Rocky movie?
First Rocky.
Okay, that I love the first Rocky movie. It was good, but my favorite would have to be. Or actually, I have a number of favorites when it comes to Rocky. The second, the third, and let me see. The second and the third are my absolute favorites.
The third one with Mr. T, that just makes it that much better.
I
I,
pity the fool who
yeah.
don't listen to TanookiTeddy.
Oh no.
Wow, I'm
Oh
surprised I
no.
actually did it, man.
Come after me, Mr. T. But yeah, I mean, those are probably, some of my favorites. I like classic movies. I mean, in terms of sci-fi, I'll just talk. Last movie I'll talk about. Um, Probably Terminator 2: Judgment Day is my favorite sci-fi movie. Star Wars is, I would say, Star Wars is really good, but I really like Terminator 2: Judgment Day and the original Terminator because Arnold Schwarzenegger does a really good job at playing that machine, but yet he's very likable at the same time.
Well, you like him because he's badass, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, like I was like I liked him a lot with Jingle All the Way because I enjoyed that movie when I was a kid, of course. But the the Terminator movies, they're really good. I'm not going to discount them. Not my favorites, but they're good. I will give him
Yeah,
that.
Judgment Day. It's just so epic. He comes in, and just with the leather jacket and the sunglasses, and he's like, he's just so good. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's one of my favorite actors. But that's all I'll say for movies. Those are just some of my
Yeah,
favorites personally. They're really good.
Teddy.
Yes.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'll be back.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Hey, that's cool. I like it. Movie quotes.
You can't have enough movie quotes, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't. I know. There's so many that you could throw out there, but a lot of good movie quotes.
You know what? I just thought of something.